Hey, my name is Connor and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. In this video, I'll be going over Epic Chain, which is a real-world asset tokenization platform backed by XRP. XRP is integrating Epic Chain as their main RWA tokenization platform on their blockchain. Also, big shout out to the Epic Chain team for sponsoring this video. There's a lot of updates to cover around this project, so let's get into it. So Epic Chain is currently trading for $2.66 with a market cap of just $60.5 million. That is ranked number 729 in the overall cryptocurrency market cap. Now, Epic Chain is backed by Ripple Labs, or XRP. As we can see with the Epic Chain investors here, Ripple is right up here as one of the main corporations that has invested into Epic Chain. They did so a few years ago in the bear market. Nonetheless, a lot of big VCs have also invested into Epic Chain. Now, in regards to the integration into the XRP ledger, we can go ahead and take a look at this article from just earlier on in the week on August 17th. Ripple backed Epic Chain to launch XRP-powered RWA tokenization platform. So this is pretty big. Let's get into this. Epic Chain, backed by Ripple, is taking a bold step into the future of finance with the launch of its XRP native RWA tokenization platform. With Ripple's support and XRP's efficiency at its core, Epic Chain could lead the next wave of adoption where trillions in real-world assets move seamlessly on-chain. Now look, it's really no debate that Ethereum is the mainstay. Ethereum has BlackRock for real-world asset tokenization. Ethereum is the number 2 crypto by market cap, but what's right behind it? XRP. All right, so still very, very big. And at the top, right, top 3, there's competition at the top. So with Ripple XRP choosing Epic Chain as the project to integrate real-world assets, it's really something that it's quite interesting, and we can't really ignore it right now. So Epic Chain plans to build an XRP native platform to bring real estate, credit, commodities, and collectibles onto the blockchain, and the global real-world asset market is estimated at over $50 trillion. So if they can just capture a little amount of this value, they say in this article it could be transformational. Yeah, I mean, $50 trillion is a lot of money. And again, a little sliver of that is still a lot of money. That's trillion with a T, by the way. And now in regards to the technicalities around this integration, Epic is migrating to an EVM-compatible XRP ledger sidechain, unlocking native liquidity and tighter integration with XRP infrastructure. So Epic Chain remains aligned with Ripple's long-term vision. That is very interesting. So that's some pretty big stuff, and we can go ahead and move on now, taking a look at the Epic Chain website itself. They're also launching the Epic One cashback card. So this is the world's first XRP cashback card, and it's through Epic Chain. So you can earn up to 8% cashback in XRP by just using this card to pay for your everyday purchases. This is a globally accepted card, and as of right now, you can go ahead and reserve your spot if you are interested in this by entering your email on the website, if you are interested, of course. Now, in regards to some news, Epic Chain is also now live on Uphold, which is a big crypto exchange, very normie acceptable, right? Normies love Uphold. But fiat access has expanded across the US, EU, and beyond with this Uphold listing. Uphold is one of the few exchanges with deep penetration in the US, backed by 47 state licenses and full compliance across North America. So a lot of people do have access to Uphold. A lot of people only prefer to buy their crypto on Uphold, which is strange to me as a crypto native. But hey, man, crypto is going mainstream, so times are changing. So this Uphold listing is pretty big. Also, Epic Chain is going to be expanding the XRP infrastructure with the RLUSD stablecoin. So they have a planned integration of Ripple USD. Epic will embed a native USD settlement layer across its ecosystem, powering tokenized real estate, credit, commodities, and collectibles. So Epic Chain is choosing the XRP stablecoin as the main stablecoin on their blockchain. Not really too much of a surprise, being that Ripple Labs has backed Epic Chain and they are integrating it as the main RWA tokenization platform on their blockchain. So obviously Epic Chain is going to pick the RLUSD stablecoin. So all of this is pretty big stuff. Now let's get into the price chart and talk about what's going on here. So looking at the chart, here is the daily time frame. And here locally, price has swing failure pattern the highs, the all-time highs over here, at $3.15. Price went ahead, swept the highs, it was rejected, and we are seeing a bearish reaction right now. So with that, there was a very strong move from the daily fair value gap, which I did highlight in my last video. So, I mean, a huge monster pump from the daily fair value gap, as we can see, around 80-90% or so. So a really big move. Congrats if you guys caught that one. With that being said, we want to look now for a logical place to be a buyer of this coin, if of course you're interested in being a buyer. So in order to find a spot where it's logical to be a buyer, first thing I want to do is pull the fib and see if there are any interesting levels over here. And there are. There are indeed some interesting levels. So the main thing I want to note is going to be the golden pocket, the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement coming in at $2.29 to $2.16 over here. I already have this line on the chart at 218, right, from the listing candle from the 13th of March. And with that, there's also this partial order block over here right in the golden pocket. So this is for sure a main level of interest if you're looking to be a buyer of Epic at around $2.29, again down to around $2.16. A retracement down into here would offer a pretty decent opportunity, right? And really the main thing is to see the lows hold, right? If price were to come down here, your invalidation would be a daily candle close below the lows over here at around $1.67. I understand it's a bit of a wide spread here, right? A 20% or so drop, 25% drop, but that's what I'm seeing. Also, I want to highlight that besides that fair value gap and the order block in the golden pocket, there is a massive daily time frame level of demand over here. And the level of demand is from 217 down to 188. So really the highest probability buy zone I'm seeing on the chart is this daily time frame demand zone down here. And that does line up really well with our already existing support resistance flip line we have from the listing candle at 218. So really what I'm seeing for the best potential opportunity right now for Epic Chain is going to be a move down into daily demand. And you want to see a very positive reaction, and ideally you see it go ahead and run the highs from there. This video is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy or sell this token, but in terms of my technical analysis, this is what I am seeing as the best risk reward potential play on the chart for Epic Chain. Now, in regards to the price prediction, look, this thing's $60.5 million backed by XRP integrating it into their blockchain. It's also one of the few RWA coins that are such low market cap listed on Binance. So it could make a big run. $2.66 right now. If things do align, if the stars do align, and I do believe we are going to enter a crazy altcoin season soon, you know, this thing could pull a few multiples. So I would love to hear from you guys though. Let me know your thoughts around Epic Chain and how high you think it can go in the comments section down below. So in this video, we talked about Epic Chain, which again is backed by XRP and Ripple Labs, being integrated into the XRP ledger as their real-world asset tokenization platform. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you let me know by smashing that like button down below. And if you're not subscribed to Crypto Empire, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I'll see you in the next one.